gentlemen, I'm so happy to have you once more on our platform of Etincelle. What you doing tonight? Are you busy? Are you not busy? Because let me steal your attention tonight because we are going to be talking about something very important. As we are celebrating the month of March, we are also celebrating a special being who is no one else than the woman in all his shades, all his forms, everything when it comes to the woman. But before I go deep into the subject of tonight, I have a beautiful guest next to me, which I am going to introduce to you just after the break. And before that, please do me a favor, share as much as you can. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Invite people in order for us to create a bigger audience. People need to hear what we need to talk about. We need your comment as much as possible. And if you need to go to the loo, grab some popcorn here and there, make sure you do it. Come back, sit down comfortably on your sofa in order for us to begin this topic of tonight. Do not forget that we are also on YouTube and we are on Facebook in order for you, wherever you feel comfortable to connect with us, make sure that you share and so on. What else do I wanted to say? Keep that smile on because I need that, right? We're coming back to you in a couple minutes. back in order to get down into the business. I don't know if you're ready, but guys, I'm ready. I'm ready to, to décorter, comme on dit, to déchirer, to get into it. Because once more, like I told you just earlier, we have been connecting with many of my guests, not just my guests, but the ones who are really following us from everywhere, all over the place, not just from England, but really like diaspora and Congo, so on. When it comes to the subject of the woman, we have been talking about, its core. We've been talking about the heart. We're talking about, the go down to the point of touching the glory of the woman. We've been discussing how strong she is, how beautiful she is, how soft she is, in so many forms, in so many shapes. Because once again, we are celebrating, the woman. But tonight, with my beautiful guest next to me, which I have the pleasure, and I'm so honored to have you, Trésor Imagine. Welcome on Etincelle.
Thank you, Mama.
How you doing tonight? No, it's my pleasure. I mean, look at you. Look at you. You're everywhere.
I'm not everywhere.
You're everywhere. You're shining.
To be invited. I'm so lucky.
It's my pleasure.
It's a privilege. You understand? It's not given to anyone. Only God can do this.
Absolutely. Yeah. I definitely agree on that. Yeah. So just to remind every single one of you, Etincelle, the show Etincelle is all about enlightenment. We're here to discuss about subjects that can, bring us a little bit of knowledge when it comes to, all the things that we go through on every day. Apart from that, is that Etincelle is all about also to open your mind as well, a little bit of probably what you know or what you don't know, from a blurry place or where you find yourself, in order really to come out of that maybe mentality, come out of that problem, come out of whatever it is that really is holding you down, for you to walk in a positive manner, in a positive way, and just keep on glowing and shining. This is where Etincelle comes from. So please, would you mind to introduce yourself, for those who probably don't know you?
Hello everyone, I'm Brother Trésor. Most of the people that know me as Trésor Imagine. My real name is Trésor Kubadika. That's my family name. I'm a brother in Christ.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so apart from that, your business?
Business, family man as well. So, like I said, I serve God. I've been serving God since almost 27 years now. I'm what we call a church boy.
I like that. A church boy.
Yeah.
Someone who comes to bring an enlightenment. I see that you are also on this platform of Solo La Bien.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, Solo La Bien is a revolution.
Everyone is on it. It's like everyone wants to hear about Solo La Bien. The themes, the debates, and the opinions, and so on. So.
Yeah, Solo La Bien is a show where everybody's got to express their feeling, how they feel. No one is fake there, everyone is real. As you can see, it's like the reality that we live in our society.
Exactly.
We come together to sort it out, because there's been a lot of problems it's been happening in our community. And nobody talks about it.
Exactly. It's like it's taboo.
It's taboo, yeah, you can't talk about it now. Our brother Christian came out with this idea, so let's sit together and start discussing it. That's why we started doing Solo La Bien.
Solo La Bien, which is in Lingala. Solo La Bien means talk well, speak well. So, can you tell me a little bit about your input into this Solo La Bien? How tâche tant yumoko lobaka, donc quand tant yumoko ya na plateau ozo loba, input na yo na katia Solo La Bien, c'est quoi?
Input na ngai is more of what men go through.
Okay.
Something that nobody talks about. There's a lot of men that are suffering in silence, and nobody listens to them.
True.
They feel that men are too strong, they can take everything. But somehow the men are dying, and there's a lot of men are being broken down, and nobody talks about it. Yeah, so it's more focused about women, how women is being badly treated, but nobody talks about
nobody talks about it.
Yeah, nobody talks about the men's
when it comes
side.
to the mental health.
Yeah, the mental health. A lot of men are suffering from mental health, and it's just like they're like around the corner. No one is there to help them. And when I'm talking like that, it's nothing fake or it's completely real.
But I do see that there are people literally like trying to grab you, like, what is he talking about? At the same time, it's like, yes, they will actually really for you. And the things that you do mention. You know,
the certain things we do in life, even as men, we don't realize it actually destroys people's life. And you can come to me and say, Trésor, this men, they do this and that. For me, I think it's right, but for women, it's not right. You understand? That's exactly the same thing as well. That when I'm talking, it's because it's the truth. What you're doing to me is actually killing me inside.
Exactly.
You understand?
So instead of holding it
down. Yeah, so you're actually attacking me.
Yeah, you're attacking people.
You're not attacking people, it's like just to tell you, like, listen, what you do this is actually destroying me there. So you got to watch out as well the way you actually treating me as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. What I like with you when it comes to this platform anyway, or even just in life in general, it's like you're very vocal. And this is why I believe you're the perfect person in order to talk about the subject of tonight. You just mentioned it right now, a lot of men are silenced, a lot of men are not really talking, expressing themselves. There's so much to say, honestly, when it comes to the men. I believe the month, we're soon celebrating the, Father's Day.
Yeah, Father's Day.
Which is, I believe in June. So you're definitely coming back in order to enlighten us a little bit more when it comes to, the men. But tonight, we are discussing the woman. As I said, we spoke about the 3 E's, which is élever, enfanter, éduquer, education. I mean, in all its form, we spoke about the heart of the woman, the core, and who is really the woman. But tonight I wanted to talk about the character of the woman. The reason why I'm talking about the character of the woman, because the character of the woman plays a major part in our society, in our everyday life. I mean, since day one, honestly, the woman in so many forms has tried, to fight in order to get its rights, as this is what we actually celebrate as well, the woman's rights in the month of March. But it's like the world has kind of painted the woman as an angel. It's like she's always so loving, she's always so protective, she's always so that, she's always so everything that is really positive in terms of the woman. But my question to you right now is, who is a woman to you? Before we dive into...
First of all, a woman is a mother. From a minute a woman is born as a mother, she brings the nation down. She represents a lot for people, everyone's life. Without a woman, we are not in the world. You understand? She educates us. A woman takes care of us. A woman, she's the foundation of everything. You understand? Everything starts with a woman. You understand? Just like the child stays in the woman's womb for 9 months, that says it all. You understand? I start with my mom when Nazana on 0 day into 9 months, and me, and as well continue. She carries on being a woman, being a mother. Even when you're old, if she dies, she's still going to be a mother. Yeah.
That's who she is to you?
Yeah.
What's your relationship with her?
My mom?
Yeah.
I was just talking to her on the phone. When I walked in, I was talking to her. She's my advisor. Yeah, my mom is... You can't replace my mom. She's got everything that a child would want. My mom, she educated me. I'm who I am today because of my mom.
I guess she is irreplaceable. So hi to you, mom. Maman Trésor. We say hi to you, Maman Josephine. We greet you and hope that you are well. We wish you the best, especially on this Mother's Day that just passed. But hey, apart from that, is like. As we said, the character of the woman, how would you describe the character of the woman? Is it always so pleasant? how would you describe? I mean, you I'm sure you have children of your own.
I've got girls.
Girls as well.
Yeah.
And all around you, I believe that you do meet women in all nations, all shapes.
Yeah.
You had the ability to learn a little bit more. So if you had to talk about the character of the woman, what would you say?
D'ailleurs, déjà, a woman has so much to do in the day, looking after the kids, looking after the men, do everything. We men, we don't do anything. You know, the mom or a woman has so much responsibility in our lives. You understand? Sometimes we say, "Basi basala ba rebele."
Yeah.
You know, I can actually correct that. Women make mistakes because they're overwhelmed with responsibility.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
You see, when you have too much responsibility to deal with during the day or during the situations, you're always going to make a mistake. We don't take that much responsibility as men, like women does. You understand? Like in this 21st century, women, this modern women, they know like the old women, they go to work these days.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah.
They have to be the old women at the same time. So we have the women, Lelo, who is like Mwasiakala, at the same time she has to adapt with the current world, which is very, very hard.
Difficult.
Yeah, so because of that, some will say Basi ba changer. I wouldn't say Basi ba changer. Basi, they got too much responsibility now. And the responsibility, as men, will become more irresponsible. And women are becoming, they're taking over. You understand? Where they're not even supposed to be on that position. But mostly, it's not like I'm sure what's that salary.
Such as what?
Like, a woman cannot work 60 hours. There's a lot of women that are working 70, 80 hours now. Because they have to cover. You understand? A woman cannot do that. A woman can work part-time, especially when there's no children.
Yeah.
You can understand that. But a man is supposed to be there to support the women. I've been brought up like that. A man is supposed to be there.
School, what's it called? Education.
I wouldn't call it old school education. I would call it a normal education because, oh my gosh, you have to think about how much a woman has to go through. You understand? During the day, the pain, all these things you have to go through. You understand? It's nothing compared to men. Mais moi, c'est déjà comme dans moi, dans 9 months, you are. It's so much things.
So, pour nous, est-ce qu'au cas où que nos caractères, il y a moins si en fait, ils ont changé aussi par rapport, il y a, Makamo en fait, the things that she goes through, that's the reason why the character of the woman.
Of course.
It changes.
Yeah, of course. And there's too much pressure for women these days.
Okay.
Pressure is because the sisters in Africa, baza est peu okay par rapport à sisters in Europe, in here. N'importe moi ça va. Pardon, la kin moi ça va because men still think they have the responsibility.
Okay.
In Africa, once a woman is working, so most of us men say it's a
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we don't get involved with the money. So this is why basi in Africa, most of like in Africa.
Yeah.
When they come to Europe, it's more of a pressure for them. Compared to most of in Africa, because in Africa they do look after them. You understand? Once you've been looked after better in Africa than Europe. Yeah, Europe is more pressure. Europe is I think it's too much abuse. It's too much abuse on women in Europe. People think in Africa they abuse women. I would say in Europe.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know if you guys agree on this one or disagree, but here I really want to get your attention. And before we continue on this one, I really want to greet. I can see Didi, God love, thank you so much for connecting. Please do share, tell your friend. Apostle Marlene, someone finally agrees with Patrick. Hey, this is what Apostle is saying. We welcome you. Thank you so much. Ellen Dadin for connecting tonight. Please do share on many platforms as we do need your help. So the character of woman, you said, so there's more pressure on the woman here in La Diaspora in Europe more than it is in Congo. Do you believe that that's the, I mean, how would I say this? when it comes to the education, in terms of, you know, the main education of in Congo, what is the difference between there and here, according to you? That is making probably maybe some women change their character or not.
Like I say to you, the problem starts with the foundation. A lot of mothers here, because I say in our community we have two problems.
Okay.
The first problem is about papa. The second problem is about jeune fille.
Okay.
La jeune fille, yeah.
D'accord.
Le problème de papa, pourquoi? Bah, papa, bah, ça, the main problem why we have women to revolt in the society.
D'accord.
Because they badly treated their mothers in Europe.
Yeah.
They've been very irresponsible. You understand?
Yeah.
So the children of Sine, surtout my daughters, they say like, listen, on va la congolais, on va la africaine, on préfère la mutumsusu parce que this guy, and d'abord, he beats you. Secondly, as I was responsible, and secondly, and the same person is actually going around cheating. And the same person is going to Congo. I don't know about my sisters, my daughters, my sisters, the senior is making a revolt. They're revolting against it. Now, revolt is making them look bad, but they're not bad. Is it
about what they're absorbing?
Yes. You see, when you see something bad, it will change you. You understand? A lot of our mothers, my sisters, na Congo, my mothers will say, oh, na Congo, they've seen my parents as responsible. People think my papa is my mama na Congo. No, it's not always like that. It's not always the case. My papa must be people see my mama. My papa must be my mama. He takes food as a bedroom. No kids will see it. That's the way a society is run. But when we come here, you see papa is never there. As well as education, jeune fille papa la bangote. They don't know what's going on. Mama is stressed about looking after, dealing with the emotional issues. And she doesn't even have the time to look at the daughters. Okay. Let's go. But daughters, the mama can be delivered. We used to think they're not bad. They just they say if they don't know. Parce que maman je tente l'enfant to explain the reality of life. So a lot of girls are missing that. So because they don't know it, once they get into a relationship, it becomes a problem.
Can I ask you a question? Don't you think that somehow, because there's been, I mean, in general, if we need to look at really the child of the young girl who probably was brought in a broken family.
There's a lot of broken family.
There's a lot of broken homes.
Yeah, a lot of divorces.
In really, it's crazy. And each and every single one of them are taking, you know, the bad and the good from it. But est-ce que par hasard, ils appellent choix, a choice of a woman to either misbehave or maybe also good behave? No?
Listen, I'm going to tell you one thing, even Basis is a believer who agree with me. There's one thing about a woman that men don't have. A woman observes a lot, and the woman is the best listener.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
She is the best listener. She takes time to listen to what you're saying, and she has amazing recording power. A woman can remind you things you've said 20 years ago. But I can't remember. That's not about 20 years ago, but I remember that. She's smarter.
Yeah, she's smart. Okay.
Yeah, she's smarter, and that is already something good. Only there's always a time where a woman will make a mistake, or as a puberty. You understand? Yeah, because you want to discover stuff. Everybody always want to discover stuff. They want to discover new things. But if the foundation is good, because the foundation is good. Mwana mwasi soki oedike bien. Asala benhem ba tumsu basala kate. You understand what makes a difference between bakoko na biso, like the old our grandpas and mothers, why they like that and different today? Because they took the time of listening. explaining to them stuff. You know, first of all, the rules in Europe doesn't really protect a woman.
Whoa, okay guys, I really need you guys to put comments. Rules of Europe, does it protect or does it not protect?
It does not protect women.
Okay, why?
But we think in Europe, gouvernement apporte la protection, but they don't.
But how many of these women who are literally found themselves in Congo right now, Europe is so beautiful, Europe is so nice, like I'm gonna have the best time of my life, I'm gonna be probably more protected than here in Kinshasa, so, or maybe here in Congo, or... Okay.
Social media.
Okay.
Social media is being like someone. They think you got a better life. Where they got a better life? It's only the economical power which is a play na Afrique kuna ou soit Congo. Ou ça like you know, but to baza pour ça qu'on y a out. Zomba. So qui ba countries like stable. Donc regardez, I am telling you, déjà faut ba tout nous la salle ba révolution. L'Afrique c'était des femmes. Ce n'était pas des hommes. You guys talk about Lumumba. Lumumba wasn't the one that done the revolution for Congo.
Who was it?
Kimpavita. She's a woman. She stood by and fight with these people. It's not like Lumumba's. What is like pure slaveries. And she stood there and fight them. They had to burn her life. But Tumba.
Yeah, I heard of her.
You understand? We got the Queen Zinga. Queen Zinga went to Portugal, see the royal family, the Portuguese royal family. But this is our family. And she has the royal rules. I miss my own. I could find them Colombo to Abi. So the queen. I'm also the queen. You understand? She stood by it. There is no man. Majority of the royal family were queens. It was not kings.
Wow.
That's something people don't know. We had more queens than kings. It's only when Mundela I believe Sabisho, you know, Mubali as a greater than a man. And then you guys think, you know, no, those are equality. There is never that problem of equality in Africa. Africa is not equality. Moi, c'est back in place naïe, and we used to respect women. You understand? European, they brought us, but il est like local, no, moi, si, avant la scène, Mubali as a superior. We never had that. A woman, she is a king, a queen. I'll replace her. Yes, a queen. Ma pesi leki na ya mobali. I dirige because certain things she can't do. You understand?
Yeah.
That's the society.
The reality.
Yeah. That's why already back in the days, there was no crime. It's not because the woman, so Salima, she's very tough.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
She's very tough at the same time. She's very loving as well.
And this is where you just touched the subject of tonight, and Apostle is saying, yes, Trésor, he's actually really with you. Monique Rosie says, I like that. Thank you so much for your commentary. Honestly, we really need those comments, and the line is actually practically open. Please feel free.
She wants me to speak in one language?
I mean, what did she say?
She said, we don't understand this language.
Oh, I believe it's English.
Oh, right, okay. I'll try to speak more
Yes.
English as well.
So, just to remind you as well that the platform of Etincelle is not just, you know, English speaker. We really welcome any kinds of others, you know, languages across the nation in order to pass the message.
So more English, yeah.
More English for you, of course. All right, so let's continue. Let's continue. The line is open, guys. So please feel free to call and to give your input on when it comes to the subject of tonight. So tonight we're talking about, is the woman a villain or is the woman a heroine? What would you say?
Oh, why would you call a woman a villain? How would you even start? That's so with a thing. If you call a woman a villain, you actually calling yourself a villain because you come from a woman.
I mean, the reason why I'm saying this, and you're absolutely right to defend the woman, is because, you know, as time is passing by, we have seen how, yes, women can be the source of blessing, giving birth, loving, kind, protecting, and so on. But also the same woman, as we always say, like, you know, there is bad guys, bad men, and there's good men. We also find out that there's actually good women, but there's also bad women. Bad women in terms of that same woman who has given birth to you is the same woman who's able to sell you for money. The same woman who has given birth to you is the same woman who's coming to criticize you, bring you down, and demolishing your ability to think, to even prosper in life. Because somehow in the other cultures we say that women, or not just women, mothers, they are somehow like, you know, your spiritual God. Somehow they're the one, when they bless you, you can go forward. But the same woman, we find them cursing the children, selling them, killing them, can't seem to love them, and so on. So this is why is, you know, some say is that they may be also women who are villain. Instead of saving, they're actually killing and destroying. So we have this two debates, and you're saying there are...
No, you know what it is? It's a foundation, like I say. Some people are possessed as well. There's one part that we don't look at. People, they take it as light. Okay, no one can be possessed. There's certain things that women can do. If a woman is doing it, you got to question yourself, does this person... Does this person has a mental problem, or this person is possessed? Okay. You understand? There is, even the Bible says it, moi c'est ma base à la carrière dentaire, c'est que tout ce qui est, on ne passe la mine. You understand? Moi c'est ma base à la carrière dentaire. When you're in a bad house, you have to leave, things like that. That's the way the Bible describes it. But you have to know that in order to destroy a home, the devil starts with a woman. The woman. Okay. Starts with the woman. Why? It's because she is the foundation. You understand? Yeah. She carries everything. She carries the advice. She feeds everyone. She does everything. She's the perfect advisor. She's the planner. She's the one that controls the house. No one controls the house better than a woman. Our country was being controlled by a very good woman, Mama Antoinette Mobutu. When she died, then you can see how much the country was destroyed. You understand? It's the foundation. She is the foundation. Once you see a woman doing the opposite way, then you got to question yourself in those three things I'm saying. It's either she wasn't brought up properly, or she was broken when she was young. You understand? And she's got some kind of how do I say it? That's what I'm saying my base.
So people have done her wrong.
Yeah. Something that she's seen that it was really bad. Yeah. And she decided.
But can you really go to the point of really how do I say this? Killing a child, is selling their own daughter. I mean, in order for money, is that really the heart of a woman? And this is a debate, guys. I really need you to put your input into it, because I've had a lot of comment on this one, and this is why I'm bringing this subject forward to you, to the nation. It's like, how can a woman that is, loving and kind, as you're saying right now, coming to the point of actually even drugging the child, or maybe from so young, she has already sold this child to an older man who, this child doesn't know anything about really what is it been to be a mother, to be even a child, a girl, actually. She's robbing this little girl's, childhood somehow.
I tell you one thing, this is something people do not understand. It came up to me when I was driving actually, I think God was very disappointed on men. And he decided to say, okay, these people, she actually has a strong character, and this one is got a weaker character. How can I make you almost the first mankind, a male, and somebody else come in, influence you to change a decision? You understand? Yeah. And from that minute, I think God decided to say, listen, you get out the Garden of Eden. Be marked not because was that vraiment malade.
You literally come out because you're not intelligent.
So since then, even now say you are beautiful man.
For a woman.
Est-ce que vous consultez mobile?
No.
You know why? Why? Because even they told Joseph, listen, she's going to be like that, you have to accept it. Because you accepted that in the Garden of Eden, to be the villain over there, so she's going to be the hero.
Okay.
So God made a woman a hero by having Christ free to you guys. We never had that chance. There's no chance for that. There was on a Christ. Because we will call the villain.
Okay.
That's why God a besoin to be so. Et moi si, because of that, il y a même dit désolé que moi si quelqu'un t'a écrasé tête à serpent. Because she has that power.
I mean, let me rectify that. It's not the woman, alright? It says like her descendants.
Because I'm going faster. Pourquoi? Parce que there is power that God has given to a woman.
Yeah.
That's why the devil always trying to take it away. You understand?
Okay.
She has to, he has to come and influence the woman to make a bad decision by doing abortions, killing the child, selling the child, cursing the child. It's all the devil's work to destroy the image of a woman.
Okay.
You understand?
Now we're coming to an answer. Okay.
It's all the devil's work to destroy an image of a woman. It's also the devil's work to have divorce in order that children today they can find men useless.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
A woman is there to bring peace. A woman is not there to destroy. Us men were very hot-headed, but women they want to cool the situations down.
Yeah.
That's the way we know it. It's very unusual for you to see a woman fighting, right?
I mean, it depends on what kind of country. If you find yourself in America, in Brooklyn, then you know how a woman truly fights.
My sister,
it's
not normal for a woman to fight. To see a woman fight.
It's more like it's more men. Okay.
Men fight. Women don't fight. Women they can argue, but they don't fight. It's not something natural for a woman to fight. This is the type of things the devil is bringing that to actually spoil a woman's image. That's the whole point. And when men see that, they'll be out of Basi Bahamabe. You understand? Moi, ça va jamais villain. Never. Yeah. We let God down.
I had to come to a video that is, on the social media, especially on YouTube, whereby they were talking about, beefs between them. I mean, it was two males, and then one of them actually mentioned how, apparently they send the woman, to the other person in order to to poison them, and then the woman actually accepted to go to the point of actually poison the male and so on. And so apparently, and this is what is happening also like in Africa, it's not even just the male that is coming to the point of actually doing wrong to the other, but it's actually the females who are tricking men, who are poisoning men, who are killing I would say even the next generation, because like you said yourself, that the child comes from the woman, she is basically the source of blessing. How would you understand that a woman can come to the point of actually poisoning, destroying things? I mean, it's community. Sachant que, the woman has been, praised and seen as the protector, or even just this beautiful being, as you just mentioned just now.
This is why it's important to show children love when they're small. You understand? Especially girls, young girls. You have to give them the extra care to show them how to be more care, even for their own life, to love themselves. You understand? These type of things I say, it's episode. If you look at the person's life, you see that the person somehow she was broken to be doing things like that. Naturally, a woman do not do things like that. A woman is scared to kill. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why even in the war in Africa or worldwide, they don't touch women. Because women babundate. It's rare to see a woman get a gun and kill a person. Unless she has to protect her family. Only women can do that. But in those situations, that's what I keep saying to you since we started. You're going to look at the factors. Is that she's probably went through certain problems. That's why it's actually making it like that. The devil actually trying to destroy people. They started early.
The base.
It takes time for a person to be destroyed. This is why when you see a person, you see them, they don't even talk, you don't know what's going on inside of them.
Okay.
They develop some kind of hate. This is what is happening now, okay? They send you guys the image, a man, I'm cheat, a man, I'm to my day, a man, I feel like I'm. You see, it's revolting women. It's revolting women these days. Women are starting to hate men now. Because of that, women are starting to they develop in groups, and those bad ones, they get one bad woman that will have that voice to actually communicate with a woman that men are bad. Men are really bad to you. You understand? If it comes from one person, out of 10 men, it's only 2 or 3 men that are actually doing those bad things to women. You understand?
Yeah.
And that person, as that man vocal, he goes around destroying women's life. If you look at it, you see one man goes around destroying a lot of women. You understand? And when they are destroying, and some of the women, they try to be defensive as well. They say, okay, if you can kill me, I can kill you before you can actually kill me.
Okay.
You understand? Because
try to be smarter.
Yeah, because the other woman was beaten to death. She was beaten to death. But what was the situation? That woman probably met a serial killer. You understand? But it's not every man like that. Men are different. So this is what the image the devil actually put in women today.
Yeah.
A man is a joker, a man is a woman destroyer, a man is there to destroy. How can a man be that person who are called destroy when God actually put a man and a woman to be together?
Okay.
God is not a God of destroying people's life. God so that checking marriages because he knows that a man and a woman, when they join up together, they will form a very strong team. And you know there's power behind marriage. And this is what devil does not want it. Does not want a healthy relationship. You understand?
Yeah.
This is why all these things are going around in circles and telling bad. And now the same thing, because women are being very, very protective now. And men getting the message, like, women are bad. Be careful with the women. This is what men are saying these days. Be careful with women. That's about très dangereux. You understand?
Yeah.
We never used to use this.
Very
dangerous.
Dangerous, yes.
Listen, they actually bringing that, destroying, and men are starting to be scared. And when a man comes to a woman's life, they want to play as well. They don't want to commit themselves with a woman. And when they don't want to commit to it's a planned thing by the devil. You understand? It's a planned thing to destroy the society. You understand? Because the man is scared of a woman. When it comes to you, he wants to play, and when he plays to you, it destroys you, and you go around. It takes everything out of you. It takes the love out of you. It takes the image that you have for a man out of you. And when you're going to go to another relationship, you're going to have that defensive mode.
So yeah, because it goes around, it never really stops.
It will never stop, because it's like those are the and somebody's blaming the other side, the other one is actually blaming the other side, and it's becoming the problem. And some people, they are, I'll call them, they are family destroyers. They just come there to destroy women. There are not many of them. There are just few of them.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that if you even go to any society or any community, the community, we can point
fingers
on certain people that you know they actually destroys a woman's life. You can point them.
What about the other ones, apart from the Congolese ones?
There's some of them in the Nigerian community. The Nigerian, they know them. Ghanaian community, they know them. They're everywhere. You understand? I was speaking to one guy, because I don't want to mention the name of the star.
No, we don't want that.
He's a big star in our country.
Yeah.
He's one of the top 4. That it's the first generation, I remember generation. He's still alive. He's close. Was talking to me about women. He said, Trésor, this artist is one of the biggest artists here. You had problems recently about women as well. He said, you see, this artist told me that you should never mess with a woman. Yeah. He said, you could never mess with a woman. The reason why he is like that is because of women. You realize one thing, once a woman likes something, that thing shines.
That shines, yeah.
If a man likes it, it just remains the same. But you know more value.
Women are the ones who put things in value.
In values, yeah. But now with men, people don't really pay attention. This is why the devil knows that. He's trying to use a woman's body on the pornographies. He's trying to use the woman on modeling. You understand?
Yeah.
Why don't they use men? They want to use a woman. They want to show a woman's body to actually destroy a woman's image.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is something that they've been working hard on over the years to destroy a woman's image.
Do you think this way of destroying the woman's image will ever end? I mean, because today there's so many young boys, you know, or adults, I would say, the ones that are still, growing, the ones who haven't entered in a marriage yet, still they probably have their own image of who or what a woman is because of what they've seen at home, right? Or the dad has been beating the mom for so long, so themselves they take the woman as their slave, or maybe someone that is so little. We have even the women themselves; they have the mind themselves because they have seen so many things that they shouldn't have seen in a very young age. For example, I can even say, there was a story of this young girl who was sold to an old man. I believe I've spoken about this girl before. She was human traffic. Human traffic till today still exists, even whether it is from a man perspective. I mean, the dad selling the children, or even from a woman perspective selling their children. So you really need to be careful, guys, when it comes to your children, especially when you're dropping them in school and so. So this young girl got sold by this an old man who took her very young. For what happened is she got raped multiple times, bitten, and so on, and she ended up being pregnant. When the male, this grown man, discovered that she was pregnant, she took this child and dumped her on the street after she gave birth. So a child who gave birth to another child dumped her on the street and took the little baby with him and left. What happened is, after a couple weeks, this child met a group of young people who was passing by, and they really wanted to do her good. After buying her some food here and there, she accepted to go with them because she felt some security with this people. This stayed in this hotel couple days, but those people already had a plan, is to sell that child again to other people. So human traffic was continuing, and she didn't know. So they propose her, like whether she wants to come with these people, and she obviously said yes because she already attached herself to these people. But she didn't know that she was sold to a different guy who later on was attaching this child on the wall and beating her and raping her. But later on, the police was on the case and found her and rescued her. So this kind of things literally still happening. It's still happening till today, whether it's not just the male the dad who's doing this to the child or to the next generation, but for things, for material, for things that you can buy, maybe bread, maybe just water, women are selling their children away, you know, for a future which is full of death, full of misery, and we still find it till today. So what I'm trying to say is, do you think this mentality will ever stop?
There's mentality that, like I say, we live in a world where there's bad people and there's good people.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now I always say this: the bad people are the minorities. The good people are the majorities. In this world, probably you have 10% of the people are bad. Because if 30% of the people are bad, then you'll be seeing a lot of people dead outside.
True.
Yeah, you understand? This is why these people, they actually hide themselves. You understand? They hide the crimes behind the scene. It's also questions of the culture as well. I know one country, one Eastern country, Eastern European country, they find prostitution as normal thing.
Yeah.
I spoke to them. They said, no, Trésor is normal for us. It's something from generation to generation. You understand? Prostitution is normal for them.
Even for male, actually, boys are really getting raped from very, very young age, from their father or even their uncles. They're doing this at home.
It sounds more of a like a cultural thing. You understand? This is what I keep saying. This African rules are very good. You understand?
Yeah.
Say like in Congo, you get engaged with in Congo's rule. People don't know. This is what I was telling you in the beginning. That our rules in Congo, the laws in Congo protects women.
Okay.
In Congo, when you engage yourself with a woman, during the first year, you understand? If you don't do anything, the woman is allowed to leave you. You understand?
D'accord.
Yeah, the woman is allowed to leave you. Yeah, the woman is allowed to leave you because the rule says after a year, if you don't engage yourself properly with the woman can actually leave you and go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, according to you, do you really think? I mean, not even. I don't think that is even the right question. But what I want to say is that how can the woman or the mother of today, because we are in the month of the mom, I mean mother, we're celebrating them, and we actually soon ending, but what can the mother today do in order to make things better for the next generation, which is their children? You know, the fix a little bit that foundation. I mean, what can they really, according to you, who's the male perspective, what do you think they can do in order to make things better, for certain things to for it to go down a little bit? Like, what can they do?
The mothers?
Yeah. Because when we think about it, as you said yourself, you know, the mother is the one that stays behind, that educates. The mother is the one that gives birth. The mom is the one that does so many things and hold the household, without getting too much into religion, because there's so many of the ones who are following us, maybe they are not religious, but trying to understand, it's like the mother that plays a major part. What can she do now in this 2022, 21st century in order to better the years upcoming?
The mother, they need to take more time of listening to the older generation.
Older generation.
Yeah, they've been there, they've done it. Yeah, the certain mistake they've made, sisters cannot avoid it for the future.
Okay.
You have to understand, wisdom is passed on from generation to generation.
True.
You understand? There's a way God has made His word that we all have to follow.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
We can't go around and make changing things. We will fall into the trap of the devil. There were certain things that God has already set up. I think we need to go back and try to get more advice, so in order to be better for the future. We can only make it perfect. The Bible we read today is things that happened centuries ago. You understand?
Yeah.
But we still read it and apply in our life. That's why we need to go back, like the retour à la parole. You understand?
Yeah.
Most of the people, if you're a Christian, you're listening to me here, you need to read more of the Bible. Listen to what God is actually telling you as a woman to do. You understand? There's a lot of things that is going wrong. Don't be fooled by the social media. Don't be fooled about what you actually seeing. The world is going crazy. Don't listen to bad advices. It can only destroy you. It can only destroy your family and your children. You got to focus. Stay focused. People are not focused. People want to do things their way. When you want to do things your way, that's when you're going to fall into the trap. Like my dad always tell me, Trésor, if you don't listen to me, if you don't listen to me now, you're going to meet me at the corner. Yeah, he said, you're going to meet me at the corner. And my mom says the same thing as well. Trésor, the day I'm not going to be here, you're going to look for me.
Wow.
You say, you're not looking for me now. Although you say you're looking for me. But the day I'm not going to be around, you're going to look for me. Because I've got so much to give you. Because I've received a lot. You understand? So much experience that I need to give that it needs to go together with your life.
Do you think the media has somehow also destroyed the woman that we know today and has changed its character?
Obviously, because like I said to you, it's funny when you look at some of the things that happen in Africa, and it's actually mentioned in the Bible. It's very funny because the Bible is talking about certain things, and when you look at the way we live in Africa, or the way we live in the past, it's actually the way the Bible. But then again, they say Bible evangelism about 18th centuries.
That's what they say.
Yeah, Bible evangelism about 18th century. So how on earth, bakamususu is in the Bible? You can see how powerful God is. That He actually gave everybody the wisdom of actually going and raising children. You understand? Yeah. People just need to go back, seek more advice. Don't look at massage. Let's look for the people that have got the wisdom. You will listen to people who has been there, who has done it. They will tell you don't do it. The same things I've done before. When I look at people, they're doing it. It is a reality. It's like, listen to me. People don't want to listen to you. It's like you're burning out in your heart because you can see this person who end up there. I was speaking to one guy today. He was going through certain things I went through. When I was talking to him, he wouldn't listen to me. I was like, oh wow. Yeah, I was like, listen. He said, no, because you don't understand. I said, that's what I said when I was going through that. Yeah. That's what I said when I was going through. Do you think it's maybe about maturity though? It's nothing to do with maturity. No. It's about teaching. Yeah. I've seen little girls, they're 11 years old in Congo. But the things they're doing, you think like they're like 60 years old. You understand? That's nothing to do with maturity. It's the wisdom. We need more of the wisdom. There's a lot of mature people, mature when you see them in front of everyone, but the things they do behind closed door is absolutely crazy. You understand? People need to search for the wisdom. Yeah. Wisdom will avoid you to do certain things. Certain things, exactly. Wisdom will make you mature. Yeah. Wisdom will actually take you somewhere. Yeah. If you don't have the wisdom, you will just collapse. Tell me, how do you deal with your children, your beautiful girls who are growing like in the in that diaspora in England, with a different mindset than Congo? How would you want them to be one day, or how would you like them to, just to be? I show my daughters love. First thing, I'm a lovable person. I like love to be in front of everything. Also, always teach my children wisdom of life. Yeah. They need to be wise. Even you see my little baby there, she's so wise, like an old. Cute. She's like an old person, but she's only 1.5 years. Oh, bless her. But the thing is, even when she's small, I am teaching her how to be responsible. You understand? She'll grow up with that thing. She looks at me when she's doing something. When I say no, she stops. You understand? My children, they have to be, first of all, strong women. They need to resist bad men. First, one of the things...
How to resist bad men?
Teaching.
Okay, teachings. Okay.
Teaching. Every man have the same tricks. It's all written down. Men will never stop begging women. That will never stop.
That will never stop.
That will never stop. Crazy people are always going to come and destroy your life.
True.
You see you shine. Now, everybody has their own taste here, but the same people, they just never satisfied. You cannot stop those men. They're there. But we need to teach women how to resist these people. Then we're not going to stop them doing what they're doing. We can only teach women how to resist them.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
How to resist. A woman has to learn how to resist trash men.
Trash man.
Yeah. If you can resist them, you can overcome them.
I like that. Can overcome.
Yeah.
I believe that the line is still open, guys, so please find, feel free to literally leave a comment, say what you gotta say, in order for us to really go deeper in this subject. And we're actually going to, a little bit towards the end, but, if you had to meet a woman that has gone through, wars in terms of has seen the children, not even the children, that the mom being raped by soldiers, or even dad, or even herself, or even like seen the whole household being killed, but today found herself being pregnant by one of the men who actually raped her. What would you say to this woman?
You need to boost the self-esteem. First, as a man, first of all, you have to apologize. As a man, I will apologize. I always apologize to every woman that's been through a man's abuse. You understand? I always apologize, because we have a responsibility as men to protect women. If they are either, not even your close relationship, even just a woman.
Yeah.
Because I know in Congo, so many even here, you see more violently. Even as I'm mobile, Fokota toujours to defend. You understand? Because physically, women as a mingi weaker. You understand? So we have to defend them. Women like that, they need a lot of love. They need a lot of malobabie. They need good words. You need to boost them back again, put them back to where they were before. Because there was a person that came in there, destroyed, but you need to put her back before the rape. To tell her that she can move on. If something has happened, that person has his own curses and everything, but you're stronger than that.
Yeah.
We need to teach women how to be strong and overcome.
Well, if she decides today and tells you, because of the situation, she doesn't want to find herself in the arms of a man anymore. She feels the need that she is more secure in the arms of a woman. What would you say?
You see, when you see a woman like that, the more good words you tell her, like I told you, a woman has a very super recording system.
Okay.
The more words you tell her, maybe she might not agree with you when you're there. In her own inside, when she's sitting in the old world, she'll start thinking, it's like, oh, maybe there is good men out there. You understand? Good words have to come to your mouth. You have to revive her. You have to make her believe.
Yeah, it's like she was actually dead inside.
Somebody's taking it out. You have to resuscitate Nakats. You need to bring that spirit of it back inside. You understand?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of men, they don't know what a rape can do to a woman. That's it. They don't know that. So you have to continuously speak into it. It's a therapy. And I always say the best person to do is a man. And you condemn that man that's done it. You make it believe what is done is wrong. He deserves to be in prison. He doesn't deserve to be around people.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You make it believe that she is who she was, everybody was born princess.
Okay. Everyone was born princess. Do you believe it?
Yes. Yeah.
Please type a heart, lots of hearts, if you do believe that you are a woman and you was born, as a princess.
Yeah, remember, Bara news from Basi, every little girl was born princess. It's a princess, innocent girl. She just came into this world. She doesn't even know. She's just looking at the world. You know, as she's growing, she's looking for someone to protect her.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And she's growing up with a dad being there, the mom being there, and somebody, Mutumoka, this little crazy person, comes to her life to remove that. No, I don't think so.
Someone told me one day that, behind a great man, there's a great woman.
Obviously.
Do you believe?
Of course I believe that.
So, if that's so, when we look at presidents, for example, who are running countries, who are taking over, countries after another countries, or even the ones who are destroying countries. We have, the ones that is so known in Congo, Kabila, we have, Mobutu, we have all at this present moment, we have even Putin, who probably has a wife. So, someone told me one day, if women can rise up actually and even come together and actually speak to the men when it comes to the situation of the country, or even if there was to be a war, a woman can stop that war only by speaking to their husband. Do you believe it's possible?
Of course it's possible. I'll give you a perfect example. Mobutu, even Olive Lembe is doing as well. Mobutu was married to Marie Antoinette, his first wife. It's there on YouTube. You can write Marie Antoinette Mobutu. And her sister was she giving a testimony. There was a day where the parliament proposed that Congo should have polygamy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they were proposing because Nigeria and all this country, they had it already.
They had it, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it still exists or not, but there's a lot of countries that they permit polygamy. So, Mama Marie Antoinette, because that woman for me, she was, if she didn't die, maybe Congo would be a different country.
Yeah.
Because the moment she died, we lost everything. She stormed into Mobutu's room and said, you can allow anything in this country apart from polygamies. She told Mobutu straight in front of people.
Wow.
Yes. She said, you can allow anything in this country. I'll allow you to do anything, but not the polygamy. It's there on YouTube. And sister is actually giving that testimony.
So guys, if you want to know a little more on this story, please check YouTube.
Marie Antoinette Mobutu.
Marie Antoinette Mobutu.
Marie Antoinette Mobutu. She influenced Mobutu not to apply the rules of polygamy in Congo. This is why in Congo you can marry, because the Bantu rule says you can actually have several women if you want.
Yeah.
But they can only register one.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, you don't know that, eh?
No?
Yeah. In Congo you can only register one. You can register 2 women. They also came na Bira Leta. You can only get married with one.
Yeah.
The rest, they don't know them. This is why a lot of people, when they have several women, they'll tell you, you will not be my deuxième femme. You want to be a second wife. Don't you know that you're not going to be recognized? Unless they put, once the men die, all of you, bye-bye. You don't, it's only the first one. And that rule stayed into today. It's too late to have the polygamy rules.
Yeah.
It's too late to have the polygamy rules. And that rule influenced her, Marie Antoinette Mobutu, a woman. And Marie Antoinette Mobutu was stormed into Mobutu's room. Is there? Watch Mobutu Roi des Zaïre. Mobutu Roi des Zaïre, you see it. If she was storming into Mobutu's room and say, you are actually running the country bad. I'm not happy with you. Some said that Mobutu was very angry at her. I don't want to say that. That's why we voted in for death. Some would say, we cannot justify that. But she was stunned against Mobutu when Mobutu was making bad rules about the country. Could you imagine, although she was the president of the country, he was the president of the country, she still cooked for him.
Wow.
She used to cook for him. She used to tell the children, it's all there, the testimony is there. She used to tell the children, Mobutu's children, Pana bino qui bat la présidente Zate. Allez, that's what she was.
She basically used to tell them, here in this house there's no, or no, you're a child of a president, you need to go to the kitchen and actually do your dishes.
Yeah. That's the testimony from the sister. One day her sister walked in the house and said, I need some money. She said, I don't have money. And then after 2-3 days, she came back and said, you're the president's wife. Yeah. You're supposed to have money. She said, that money is not our money. Yeah. That money belongs to Zaire. It's not our money. If I start giving you money every day, you're going to become lazy. You're going to keep coming back for me to give you money. You have to do something in your life. Yeah. You know that you become someone. And she was telling her sister. And today her sister kept thanking her, saying, if she didn't say that, look at her, she's gone. She's died like since 1970, I don't know, 76 or 70. I can't remember the year she died. That woman influenced her husband in so many decisions.
I like that. I really like what you just said right now. Because at the end of the day, when we're talking about, villain, and we're talking about heroine, we're talking about the steps, the marks, the things that the woman has done in order to actually distinguish her. Like, where is she really? Someone that saves, someone that protects, someone that, or is she actually this person who can really go down? And we discussed on this one their characters, the patterns, and then we said that if the woman comes to the point of actually doing all these bad things, it's actually because somehow the base, the foundation of this woman needs to be checked, needs to be analyze and need to be zoomed in actually what really happened in the background, what kind of education did she receive, or did she actually even receive the right education or not. And there's so many things, but in general actually the woman is just a being that is so loving, is strong and so on, and that comes to actually build and not destroy. But if she destroys, that means that there's a problem somewhere. And the reason why I asked that question is to bring out that the what's it called, to make any woman understand that you have the power to influence actually people in a good way or in a bad way, but regardless the statue of where you find yourself, whether you're president, whether you're queen, or regardless of where you are, you're able to speak to with your character to actually change situations. And so we are literally at the end of our show, Etincelle, and I really want you to speak to a woman today. When it comes to the subject of tonight, villain or hero, what are your words in order to encourage this woman that is literally watching us tonight? Yeah, any of them, yeah.
Okay, my sisters, mom, wherever you are, watching me, from wherever you are, just remember one thing. We are here because you are there. Without you, we're not anybody. You have to remember that no one can come to your life to change you. No one can come and change your life, because no one was there, because God made you to come in this world. Just remember that. Look at yourself in the mirror every day. Look at yourself. Look how beautiful you are. Don't let anybody bring your self-esteem down. Take your time. Anybody that comes to your life, that wants to enter into your life, don't leave the door open to anyone to just enter at that. There's people that come to your life to just to destroy. You see that room that's supposed to be kept sacred, keep it sacred for the right person. And for those that's been through the, abuse, remember that you are special. Remember that as men, we cannot do what you do. No one can bring your self-esteem down apart from yourself. You have to lift yourself up and be strong for your life, for your own life. I'm very sorry for every man that comes to you and destroy your life. Just remember there is a lot of men out there that has a good heart. Those that you see with a bad heart, They don't represent all the men. There's good men out there. God will not make anybody bad. God made good people. So don't allow anybody to come to your life and destroy you. You are stronger than that. You understand? Don't make yourself like you're cheap. You're not cheap. No women are cheap. No women are cheap. This is the reason why, even when there's a war, they do not kill women. This shows you how important women are in our lives. Without women, there's nothing. The education comes from a woman. The advice comes from a woman. When we give a woman advice, we give a nation advice. A woman, that's the one that builds a nation. We don't carry children for 9 months. Only women can do that.
Yeah.
You have the capacity that we can't do. You cannot produce babies, but you can produce babies. You can produce a human being. You make sure there's a continuity of mankind. Without a woman, there is no mankind. Just remember that. You are special. It's not because of mouth of a mouth that will tell you that you're special. You are special every day. You sleep and wake up. Just know that even the person coming to bring you down, tell them I'm special. Tell them I am special. You know one thing I always tell a lot of women? Yeah. I see a lot of women when they give them engagement ring, they go like, no, you shouldn't be doing that.
What should I do?
No, you should tell the men, you're damn right to give me this because you deserve it.
I like that.
You're damn right to give. You tell the woman, the men, with me, you're going to get this and this and this and that. That's how you're supposed to feel. Don't feel like when there was some kind of a reject, that they're giving you life again. No, you tell the men, you're lucky to have me. You're lucky to have me in my life, in your life. With me, you'll prosper. With me, you'll go forward. With me, you'll be the happiest man in the whole life. People shouldn't be going like that. No. Yeah. But you should have confidence. When a man comes to you and put the ring in your finger, just know that it's because they know you deserve it.
Exactly.
No woman that checking engagement ring just like that.
Yeah.
It's because they deserve it. Because they deserve it. You are special because you give a man what the mother cannot give.
Exactly.
A child.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So this is.
We give us family.
Yeah. That's.
A woman gives us family.
Yeah.
Look at me, I need a woman to have a family. Without a woman, I don't have a family. And just know that you cannot raise children without a woman. You understand? Children, they'll be vagabond because we don't have that. We don't have that strength to raise children. God has given a woman that extra heart to look after children. That patience, we don't even have. We're not even patient. Little things, they just slap. Yeah. We're not even that patient. But women are patient. They're there. They can observe. They get that time. A woman can stay there but not talk without even eating, but they have to make sure everybody eats in the house.
Exactly.
And one thing I've realized, it looks like you guys don't even eat that much. I've realized women don't eat that much.
We snack a lot.
Not even snack, but you don't eat. I've seen a lot of women 3-4 days. They haven't even touched anything in the stomach. I don't even know how you survive. No, I can't survive like that. No man can survive like that. But women can survive. At the top of it, they're doing a lot of work. This is what I said in the beginning. This is why you see some women, they make mistakes. This is why a wise father always tells the son, Kolanda, erreur moi cité. Don't follow a woman's mistake. Because they have so much. That's why sometimes they make mistake. The only thing you can do, support them. Give them love. Show them love. Renew your love for them. Give them the support. Women need support. Women need the love. They need the love all the time. They'll give you more.
Exactly. Here you go. You heard it from Trésor Imagine himself. You know, you need to keep on being confident. Be who you are. And know, and you already basically answered the question: a villain or a hero? Well, you are a hero from his point of view, and and he already just advised you once more. So please make sure that your ears are open in order to receive. Don't just listen to it. One thing I always say is like, you can listen to so many things, but when you actually take the time to you know, to put it in your heart and actually practice what you heard, then that's when you're gonna have a change, right? Because you can go to school every day, but the time you finish with probably secondary school, GCSE and so on, if you never put all these things in practice, then why would they call you Einstein for? Why would they put you in that pedestal for? They shouldn't, because you never put all these things in practice. So make sure that you put it in practice. But before we finish, I believe there is an event coming up with Solo La Bien that's happening.
Yeah, there is a show, the 21st of May.
Yes.
Yeah, that one I'm a bit hot, because I seem to bring out a lot of women mistakes. Like, it's wrong for you to do this, it's wrong for you to do that. But there's going to be a live audience on the 21st of May. Go to Solo La Bien, Instagram, Facebook, mostly on Instagram. You get more details there. Solo La Bien. I think in the end you'll probably put the leaflets there. I'll send you the leaflet there. Yeah. But I'm inviting everybody to. If you go there, just type in my name, Trésor. There's a promo code. You get a discount with my name. There you go. It's a family event of the year. It's a family event of the year. We're gonna have. It's gonna be a very nice.
It's live, isn't it? It's not
live interaction. You can ask questions there. So we have live discussion with me, Gladys, Franco, Sister Diamond. All of them will be there. It is going to be a very nice event to remember. It's the first time to have that live show. Actually, myself, I'm going to be there. Yeah. I cannot wait for it. So whenever you have the opportunity to grab the ticket, please do. And if there's a discount, don't even just feel like, hey, I just want to spend my money. Grab that discount and go live in order to, to welcome and to see exactly what's going to be discussed, honestly, because we've been listening to them on social media, but have the opportunity over 3 years now to see them actually live will be amazing. So please take the opportunity to come. So Trésor Image, it was a pleasure to have you, on the show, and for everything that you mentioned on the show. I believe all the people who are connected right now, and also the ones who are going to be listening to it later on, are going to be blessed for what you just mentioned. So you are heroine, guys, not villain. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for each and every single one of you for connecting tonight. We are going to meet once more next week with you, of course, because you're my special guest. I cannot do it without you. And thank you so much to always connecting with me, and also on Wednesday for Rima, for the ones who want to, take a little bit of that divine words, that Rima. Please do connect also on Wednesday. I believe it's at 6 p.m. So do not miss it. It was me, Gracia Susuzande, your host of tonight, and thank you so much. Actually, let me thank everyone who are connected. So, Evelyn Gongong, I say thank you. Merci beaucoup. Coralie Chunke Leblanc, I say thank you to you for connecting. Apostle Maïn Moudiaï Bila, encore une fois, thank you so much. Monique Rossi, thank you so much for connecting. Evangelist Lorette Enzala, I say thank you. Monique, I already say thank you. Didi, God love, I say thank you. Evie Costa, I say thank you. Oh my God, you guys are so many. I say thank you to each and every single one of you, honestly, for connecting tonight, and also for Apostolic Bethel Church for your support. Anyone you want to thank before we go? I'll just thank the whole community. There you go. So, the whole community. There you go. Thank you. Much love, and we meet. Thank you, Apostle Eminem. There you go. Yeah, she was there. She always kept fair for me. She always does. Bye-bye, and see you soon.